Hi everyone, RSA 2018 in San Francisco. A very, very big event, the premier security event in the world. It was a really busy week, lots of things going on, over 50,000 attendees, over 500 exhibitors, absolutely massive. We're fortunate to be there. I think it was our third year.
Yes, third consecutive year.
Yeah.
Every year we are getting more busy at our booth there, but it's really keeping us satisfaction.
Yeah, and I think each year it just gets bigger and more interesting in terms of what's going on there. So some key issues, I think big buzzwords that were going around I want to focus on is especially with GDPR, right? GDPR. One thing that I got from a lot of the people we spoke with there was that people, especially in the United States, they're just not going to be ready for it, right?
It seems it was a big surprise for them to discover that on the 25th of May they have to be compliant with some European regulation. Still, it is a challenge for them and they have to face it, they have to solve it. There were many vendors promising them to help with this compliance issue. And even the winner of the sandbox competition was a company which was automating the cataloging of the personal data and helping the companies to figure out how to process and how to protect this data in the vision of GDPR up on them.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the sandbox. I mean, there's so many interesting different companies' ideas that were present there. I think for this event, I read that I think it was the most amount of startups from around the world, from the not from the United States. So, Chris, can you
there were a huge number of qualifiers and qualified companies, startups. We've seen the finalist presentations and they were really interesting. They had only 3 minutes to present their concept, and we've seen during this time so many different approaches to cybersecurity, not only the data protection but also monitoring the end users, also protecting the firmware. So many approaches. I was really impressed how many different ways there are to improve the cybersecurity of every company.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, like with where they were from, it was really amazing to see. And I think, did you guys catch those national booths in Moscone Center? I think I saw a German one. There's a big German one, right?
Yeah, they're having these giant trumpets, playing music, wearing national outfits, very entertaining.
This proves that security is really a global issue, and various nationalities, various countries can get their own vision on what is important in IT security. And cybersecurity companies from all over the world, we are coming up with those brilliant new ideas, like in the sandbox, to solve those hot issues that they perceive as most important.
Yeah. Another big big issue there was a buzzword which we're all familiar with at this point, machine learning and AI, right? So this is very, very present. I think most vendors in some way had something to do and present in their product and solutions, I think, with machine learning. So this is the big issue of the day as well, is like no one can really agree, is machine learning and AI, will that be, is that the new evil, is it the savior? There's no real consensus in the security community. So, I mean, you're one of these experts, Marsh, so can you tell us your impressions?
Well, it can be both, actually. It can be great evil because, the attackers can use AI techniques to breach our security, but it also can be a great savior because it can solve the problems that were only be handled by a real person in the past. Now AI is doing that. It helps with shortage of skilled security experts, and it's able to deal with the vast amount of data that is generated every second in the world, and it can help that can extract some features, some information, some behaviors, and raise an alarm or bring it for a real person to investigate.
One thing is sure, that without AI there is no future for people who are trying to defend the IT system, because the sophistication of the attack tools is growing so rapidly that humans are not able anymore to handle this issue and this amount of data. So AI is with us, is going to be with us, and is going to help the bad guys to defend.
Yeah, sure. And also, I think there's just a shortage, right? There's a shortage, not just in the United States, but globally, in the next few years of a few million cybersecurity experts that are just not there, right? So it's not just replacing people, it's that we need that, right? It's that synergy of using the talent and the technology.
It's a global shortage of talent, but at the same time, even if we have all of those guys available, they will still not be able to handle those challenges by themselves. They need to have those tools that will be helping them to see what is important and to solve what is important.
Number of information is growing exponentially, so there's no way a human can handle it alone.
And then that data like increasing every single day. Companies dealing with more data, right? It's becoming that kind of fuel for machine learning and AI. So it's going to be really interesting to see where that goes in the future. Also, I mean, like you mentioned, we had conversations with people from around the world. You know, I mean, you did all kinds of presentations and demonstrations, Mariusz. So what kind of people did you talk to? Were they all American, or where were they from?
Well, I think like roughly half of them were Americans, because the conference was based in America, and the other half was like, let's say, spread all around the world. Probably most from Europe, but also followed in by Asia, South America, and even some Africans. I met some Africans who were very interested in our product, our demo.
Yeah, it's showing you that cybersecurity and security in general, just right now in every part of the world, doesn't matter where you are, what field you're in, right? Everyone needs to know about it.
As you know, Mariusz was conducting those demos all the day, and it seems like the most important thing for people who are actually interested in IT security. They want to see the product in action, not just the promise, but how the product is actually working. And that's why every day, from the beginning till the end, busy with them. How to show it to the interested people.
I think most successful booths were actually featuring demos, because that's what people want to see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's tons of stuff that we could still cover. I mean, we've only just scratched the surface of like the whole week about the people that were there, the cool things you could see. You could try out the kind of experts. I mean, you had all sorts of options, and we had chats with customers, with partners, with interested people from the public. It was a massive event, like quite overwhelming, but in a really, really good way. So before we finish off, I just want to go around here and just give me one word that describes RSA 2018 for you. So we'll start here with you, Chris.
So I will go with variety, because not only solutions but also people. So variety is, in my opinion, the best word to describe RSA.
Okay, good one. What about you, Mariusz?
My word would be demo.
Demo, okay.
Definitely global, because RSA conference is an American conference, but both the participants and vendors, the exhibitors, the presenters are from everywhere, and it shows this trend that it's a global challenge and the solution is available.
Yeah, I'd probably say size, just by the sheer scale of the conference at Moscone Center. There were, I think, 3-4 different massive centers spread out across central San Francisco, and then just the amount of people that were there. I talked to some veterans, and they said it's just been increasing every single year.
And this will grow, this will expand, because we've seen the construction going on. So
That's
next year, the Moscone Center will be even bigger.
Yeah.
With even more space for exhibitors, even more space for those presentations. So
that's right.
It's only going to grow.
So we're going to be present there, of course, next year again. It's getting bigger, so we expect that there's still room for you guys watching to join us there. Of course, feel free, feel welcome. So thank you guys for all that. And that was our RSA 2018 wrap-up. Take care.
Bye.